Hello everybody. Sorry a little bit late today, but I have a little friend with me today for some fun. This is the cat bag of truth. I take something out the bag to start our practice. There's lots of little messages from the cat bag here, and this is the one, just picking it out here. This is what we have today. So remember, let's have that as maybe our intention for our practice. Let's have the bell going too. Welcome everybody. Good to see you all here. And we're going to begin today seated. So find a comfortable seated position. You might want to have a cushion underneath you. That's totally fine. Whatever position feels good to you, so you can sit nice and upright. And once we're seated upright, let's start by chanting the mantra Om. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Let's prepare first of all, breathing in deeply. And sigh out through the mouth. Maybe what might actually even be better, just again lifting the shoulders up, breathe in. And just let a bit of tension out. And then again, try it again. Hold, and then out through the mouth. Let's do one more of those. Okay, so let's open the mouth wide, relax the jaw, and make a lovely big sound of Om together. Breathe in deeply. I needed that to start today. So let's take the hands to the shoulders. I'm going to warm up this whole area, which might have gathered a bit of tension over the days. And we're going to do some big circles with the elbows. So drawing really big circles, trying to get them as far back behind as possible with your breath. Breathing in as you lift the shoulders up, open the chest, breathing out as the elbows come down. We're trying to almost get them to touch at the front, in front of us, and really opening the chest. So this is getting into the chest and the shoulders and the neck and the back, and it feels good to open that chest, create space. And let's change the other direction. Really try and do this as slowly as you can, so keeping your focus of your mind on what you're doing. This is the key part of our yoga practice, is to keep our attention where we want it. So in this way we're training our mind, and our yoga practice is about the mind, essentially. So that we can be much more free and balanced and easeful in our mind. Good. Let's extend the fingers, the hands up, so interlink the fingers. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, push the hands up to the ceiling, up straight through the elbows, but keep the shoulders down, away from the ears, so you've got lots of space here in the neck. Also keep the back of the neck long, so your chin is slightly tucked in, head is on top of the body. And as you push the hands up, push the arms up, think about the back, the lower back, and think about that being nice and flat as if you were leaning against a wall. And the base of the spine was pushing down into the earth, and you feel your lower abdominals working there to hold that, to support that. Really long body. Keep breathing in and out. One more breath in. And on the out breath, lower the arms down. Good. Now bring the hands to the chest in the prayer position. Again, really keeping aware of this openness across the chest. We're going to open this even more now. So as you breathe in, the hands come really wide, open the chest, the arms go right back behind you, and as you breathe out, the hands come back to the heart center. So this is a heart opening, a breath expanding, a chest expanding. It's expansive, and it's also increasing our receptivity. Receptivity, and openness, which is difficult sometimes when we're cooped up and we feel isolated. The truth is, you know, even when we're on our own, particularly when we're on our own, we can feel that sense of connection, which I get a sense of being here with you in our practice. So exhaling, bringing it all back to the heart. Let's do one more big inhale, spread the fingers wide, heart is wide open, and then breathing out, bringing that back to the chest. So let's have a look at a twist now, just to invigorate this whole system. Take the right hand onto the left knee, keep the chest going forwards, don't twist already, see if you can manage that. And then take the left fingertips behind you, sitting tall. Feel that lift in the sternum, feel the abdominals engaging. Yeah, you feel your liveliness, your aliveness. Inhaling, feel that aliveness. Exhaling, feel the ribs coming around to your left chest and your left shoulder coming around on that out breath. Then inhaling, lengthen up. Keep that head on top of the body, don't let it lean forwards where you're going. And then taking the head and the eyes and the nose right around behind you, shoulders down away from the ear, long neck. Keep breathing, and every in-breath you're lengthening, sitting up taller. And breathing out. The next in-breath, untwist to the front. See how that feels in your spine. And take the left hand onto the right knee, take the right hand behind you. Try and keep it close to your body, that right hand. Inhaling, lift the chest, elevate, lengthen, brightness. And as you breathe out, feel the right ribs coming around to your right, feel the right shoulder coming around to your right, then the head is following around, long neck. So the key to this, as always, is lengthening through the spine, lifting and elevating every in-breath. And then the out-breath is where we're just twisting into the posture and seeing if there's a bit more space that the out-breath will give us. Inhaling one more time and untwist to the front. Let's have a little work on the neck as well. Very nice neck practice. So we put the hand on the back of the neck, but we're taking it over to the other side. So if it's the right hand, we take it over to the left side, so the hand is just below the left ear. And you might feel the edge, the top edge of that hand, just touching the bone of the skull there. And the elbow is elevated. So breathe in to begin with, and as you breathe out, just let the arm relax a little bit, let the elbow come forward, let the head come forwards, still holding gently the neck. And then you might want to take your gaze to your left knee. If you've got your right hand on the back, you're taking it to the opposite knee. So the left side of the neck is getting a little bit of ease and length. Keep the shoulders down. Keep breathing nice and easy in and out through the nostrils. So we're not pushing, we're not forcing, we're not trying to do anything, we're just finding a bit of length in the left side of the neck. Use the inhale to come up gently and then release with that hand. Notice how it feels. Oh, I feel space here in this side. Take the left hand, lift it up, place it on the right side of the neck. You'll find your hand just below your ear there. Breathe in and breathing out, just let the head fall forwards and then turning the gaze, turning the nose as if your nose is pointing towards that right knee. Keep dropping this right shoulder down so you get lots of length happening in the right side of your neck. And breathe. In and out through the nostrils. Long inhale, long, slow exhale. Good, just allowing this space to come in. Now use the inhale to lift up, release the hand with the out breath. Good, yes. Openness. Maybe let's just lift the chin up to open the front of the throat, open the chest a little bit, and then coming back to centre. So some hip movement now. Take the hands one on each knee. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Now lift the chest, sitting really tall. Inhale. Now as you exhale, you're going to just lean forward with a nice straight back as far forward as you can and then around to your right. So we're making a big circle, but keep lifting, keep lengthening through the whole back. Breathing out, you're leaning forwards. Breathing in, leaning back. Exhaling, coming forwards. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Keep the head on top of the body so that you're looking directly forwards. The back is really staying upright. It's not bending at all, it's not twisting, it's just staying there. So you're kind of pivoting on the base of the spine. Breathing out as you lean forward. See if you can make this circle really big. You can also imagine that your heart is orbiting around the base of your body. This is a good way of looking at it. You'll feel this probably in your lower back and your hips. Keeping the breath in and out through the nostrils. Come back to center. Inhale, exhale. We'll go the other way now, breathing in. Lift the chest, breathing out, leaning forward, strong belly there. Exhaling. Backward circle around to your left and exhaling forwards. Inhaling, making space for the air as you lean back. Exhaling, coming forwards. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears. Long neck. Let's keep that lovely long neck that we've created. Exhaling. Enjoy that movement. The heart is orbiting around. Beautiful. Come back to center. Good. So now we're going to come onto all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. Knees are underneath the hips. So we're in a lovely tabletop position. Don't forget to keep the elbows soft. So just everyone bend the elbows, just to remind you not to lock them out. You lock them, you're kind of putting undue pressure on your wrists and your shoulders are coming forwards and you're not using the strength in your arms. So dynamic cat. As you inhale, you feel your chest is coming forward, you're looking forwards, the shoulders are going back. So again, this open chest that we've been looking at today. And as you breathe out, it starts with the base of the spine. It curves underneath. Out breath, out breath, out breath, arching up. And just still on the out breath, looking back towards the hips, you sit back, still on the out breath, into your heels. Now bring the forearms down, the elbows down. Now the in-breath begins as your eyes come forwards. You're looking down at the mat, but you're looking forwards. In-breath, 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 come back to all fours. And we're in the same position again. Chest is forwards. Then we exhale. Tail tucks under. The ripple, the arch comes up through the spine. So you're looking back at the hips. Then you keep breathing out, sit back into the heels. Forearms down, eyes coming through low. Leading with the eyes and the chest. Inhaling. Tucking the tailbone under. Exhaling. Good. So we're just making this a little bit more interesting. There's no stopping. There's just constant curling and lengthening. It's like a beautiful circle. Breathing in, coming up. Chest is leading. And then as you start to breathe out, the curve, the arch of the spine, the tail tucks under. You really bring your chin to the chest. Look back towards your feet. Inhale, lifts you up. The inspiration. Keep those hands engaged with the ground. Fingers spread wide. Don't let the knuckles lift. So I really feel this is a lovely cyclical motion. Even closing the eyes, let this ripple up through the spine like a beautiful wave in the ocean. I always like to think of the ocean with this movement. Inhaling. Make it this last one. Sit back into the heels. Bring the forehead to the ground. Or the back of the hands is always okay as well. Take the hands forward into the swan pose or extended child. Breathe in through your nostrils. Expand the back body. Fill the back ribs with air. And breathe out through the mouth. Nice big sigh. So really focus on getting this back filled with air. Normally we don't really think about breathing into our back, but especially the back ribs. Try and see if you can make them expand, as if your wings were expanding on the inhale. Yeah, pushing the body away from the legs and breathing out through the mouth. Now we're going to do a bit of movement and breathing. Spread the fingers wide. Look forwards. Inhale, come up to all fours. Exhaling, let the hips lower down. Take the shoulders down away from the ears, open the chest. Now inhale, come back to all fours. So we're constantly moving. Sit back on the exhale, really squeeze all the breath out. Empty everything. Inhale, come back to all fours. Open the chest, elbows are slightly soft. Exhale, coming into that lovely cobra. The hips come forwards, but the groin does not touch the ground. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, sitting deeply back into the heels. So we're going back and forth with the breath. Moving and breathing really helps us to coordinate the body with the breath. It brings ease to the body. You know, it's a great thing for also keeping our mind occupied in what we're doing. Inhale, lifts us up. Exhale, really take your out breath to the very end of the out breath. See if there's a bit more space. The body will allow you. Inhaling. This on its own is really a good practice as well. So, you know, your back will be really happy for it. Maybe you find there's a bit more space each time you come into that cobra-like position, this back bend. Maybe you feel there's a bit more depth as you sink back. Maybe there's a longer out breath. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. Breathe out fully, breathing in. So wherever you are, let's come back into the child pose. Bring the forehead back, forward down, sweep the arms back. Don't forget you can always put a cushion behind your knees. Please do that if it's more comfortable. And widen your knees. It's nice sometimes to make this like diamond shape so your toes are touching, the big toes are touching. Just let the arms, back of the arms go on the floor. Relax the face and jaw. Breathe into the nostrils. And breathe out, sigh. Through the mouth. Feel that connection. The forehead, the third eye, with the ground. So we're really grounding ourselves, feeling our body. How does your body feel today? Just seeing how it is. Then slide the hands forwards once more. We're going to come up to all fours. So making sure before you come up, your hands are extended away from you so that when you come to all fours, your hands are in a good position for downward dog. Not here in the tabletop. With a bit more space here. Spread the fingers wide, look at them, feel the ground. Elbows nice and bendy. Breathe in, tuck the toes under, breathe out, lift the knees off the ground, push back through the hands, lift up the tail, keep the tummy tucked in. Let's just warm up the legs a little bit. Bend the left knee, push the right heel down. So we're walking the dog. Keep those hands engaged with the ground. Keep looking back to the feet or the knees. Breathe into the chest, soften the elbows. Good. Imagine that tail is being pulled backwards. Good work. Now we're going to walk the feet towards the hands, bend the knees, let the whole body hang forwards. Breathe in through your nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. Yeah, enjoy that movement. Keep the knees bent all the time, let the head hang, neck is relaxed. Let's just rock a little bit here. So you can either just walk your hands to the left, walk your hands to the right, or you can hold the elbows. Slowly rock, it's not a fast thing, we just see if we can, it's really to see if we can feel into the back and allow it a bit more ease before we come to standing. So now just let everything hang forwards. Arms are hanging forwards and feel that lift. It's starting from the base of the spine. You can feel it's almost a bit of energy. This little lightness is lifting up, travelling up through the back. Leave the arms heavy, leave the head heavy. Keep breathing in and out the whole time. Unravel, unwind, come up to standing. Beautiful. Good work. Okay. Yes, we're here, we're standing. Let's interlink the fingers and let's stretch up the arms up to the ceiling. And actually let's bring the legs together. Let's try this. Well, actually we'll do it this way. We'll interlink the fingers. We'll keep the hands together with the arms interlinked. And come up, squeeze the legs together, squeeze the arms together, and then breathing out, lower the arms down. Let's try that again, but lifting up the arms, inhaling, bringing the hands together. You can interlink the fingers if you want. Push up off the toes, lift the heels up, squeeze everything together, hold the breath, and then breathing out through the nostrils, lower the arms down. That's a great energizer. Let's shake out everything a little bit. Give everything a little shake. In fact, if you're getting a little bit tension, it's good to just shake the body a little bit. So feet are shoulder distance apart. Knees are nice and springy, so just spring on the knees a little bit. Just see if let your shoulders just be relaxed, let the arms be a bit relaxed, and even the head a little bit. Just have a little gentle shake. Yeah, breathe in through the nostrils. Yeah. That could quite easily turn into a little dance, couldn't it? Okay. So, twists. Take the feet nice and wide apart, about as wide as your mat. Knees are nice and bendy. We've already got those a little bit more bendy. And we're going to come into these twists. So twisting the body centrally, loosen everything up. So twisting the body, looking right behind you. Bend the knees as your body faces forwards. And as you look behind you, you might even be able to come up onto the opposite toe. So you lift the heel off the ground. So if you're turning towards your left, you lift the right heel, and vice versa. If you want to do that. It kind of gives it even more movement, this Tai Chi. Twist. Let the backs of the hands swing heavily into the back and slowly come to a stop. Let's just pummel the lower back, where you just, backs of the hands, yeah, whoo! And then we'll give it a little bit of rub as well, taking the knuckles on either side of the spine and just giving that a really good rub. Whoo! Get little kind of sparks of energy coming up. You feeling that? A little bit of kundalini, inner subtle energy. Yoga power, I call it. Yeah, yoga power is coming. Already feel a bit different. Good. Let's do some arm circles. So these are very energizing actually. And these actually also come from a Tai Chi teacher. So we take a step forward with the left foot. And we can bend that knee and put the left hand on that hip. This other hand, or arm, is just going to swing. But you're going to gently hold the fingers so the hand's not straight. You're going to hold that like a soft hold on the fingertips. And just let the arm swing back and forth. Shoulders are relaxed. I'm going to swing it quite strongly, giving it some momentum. I really enjoy these shoulder circles. I think they're really powerful. They're really energizing. And when you get a bit of momentum, then we can start really doing some big circles, making sure there's plenty of space. You're not going to knock it into anything. So we're going to go backwards first of all. So let the arm go backwards a few times, just using the weight of the arm. This really liberates that shoulder, and then swing it a little bit more again. Now we're going to go the other way, so forwards now. So get some real momentum going, and then forwards with that arm. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Yeah. And let it just swing. Have a moment here to notice the difference. Oh, it just feels like energy going into that. Step forward with the right foot, bending the knee, put the right hand on that right hip, and let's just hold on to the fingers there lightly. If you have your fingers straight, sometimes it can hurt the fingers. Too much blood going into them. So as we swing. So let's just swing this arm, get some momentum going. Again, this is opening the shoulder, which is such a big joint in the body. Let's go backwards first of all. Let it go. Keep breathing. Good. Keep breathing. Give it some freedom there. And then let the arms swing again. Breathing in and out through nostrils. Let's go forwards now. Get the momentum going. And big circles with that arm. Bring some energy into that shoulder. Good. Another one that goes nicely with that is with the feet nice and wide apart, knees are bent. We're going to go sideways. See that? Look how heavy my arms are. Just letting them swing. Again, you can hold on to the fingers lightly here as you let the arms swing. And I'm also just keeping my knees bent and letting them really be springy. So the whole body is loosening up. Let's just do a couple of big circles, just for fun. So we're going to go a big circle. Ready? All the way around and back. And the other way. So we're going to go all the way around and back. And then just let the arms slowly come to a stop. So should be feeling a lot more evened out in our energy. I think we just need to do a little bit of something with the legs. So we're going to bring the heel to the back side, just so the legs feel like they've been properly included. I know we did a bit of knee bending. And then lift the knees nice and high. It's just so the legs feel a little bit more energized before we come into some standing postures. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And then come to a stillness. And let's come into a triangle pose. So stand at the front of your mat, feet are hips width apart, feet are parallel. Lift the toes, place them down. Feel your feet. Good. Put the weight onto the left foot and we'll step back with the right. Good distance there. Square the hips to the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Inhaling, breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest wide. Breathing out, reaching over to the left and down. Both legs stay straight, but see if you can unlock those knees. This is a key thing. You know, sometimes we have these habits where we always lock the knees, and it takes time to undo that habit, but it's well worth applying ourselves to. It just takes like a lot of attention, and you keep trying. Breathe. Extend the fingertips to the ceiling. Turn your head to look up at that hand. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Using your in-breath, you can bend into that knee to help you come up. And exhaling, bringing the arms down. Bend into the right knee. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Check your feet, lift the toes, place them down. Feel the ground beneath your feet, grounding yourself. Put the weight onto the right foot, step back with the left. Square the hips to the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the palms, open the chest wide, big open heart. Look down the right arm. And breathing out, reaching over to the right and down. Both legs stay straight, but not locked. Connect your hand with the lower leg, or wherever you reach there. And reaching directly up to the ceiling, directly up to the sky with left fingertips. Open the chest. Keep that shoulder away from your ear. Even if at the moment your shoulder's right up by your ear, just have that intention to take it gradually away, make space. Over time this will happen, you know, it takes time. And I always think, you know, nothing really worth having is instant. It usually takes a bit of time. Coming up on the in-breath, bend into that knee, lower the arms on the out-breath, bend into the left knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Reverse triangle. Yeah. So reset a minute. Take the weight onto the left foot, same step back with the right as we just did, but slight difference, both the feet are going to point forwards. Okay. Straighten up with the body, breathe in, lift the arms up, breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, breathing out, turn around to the left, so you're looking down the left leg, inhale here, and on the out breath, the right hand comes down to the outside of the left leg, and you reach up with the left hand. So there's a twist, strong twist going on. You can also use a block here, if you have a block, that's quite nice. And wherever you reach on the leg is fine. You can push against it to come into that twist. Breathe deeply. Okay, now we're going to come into a forward bend. Bring each hand on top of each foot. Straight legs, bring the hands to centre now. You might be on the fingertips, or you might be on the hands might be flat. But see if you can make contact with the ground. Bend the knees if you need to make contact. Now come up, everybody, onto the fingertips, look forward, straight back, chest is coming forwards, breathe out, forward bend. Now take your hands to your hips or your waist, keep the elbows lifted, use the inhale to come up halfway, so you're looking forwards, so straight back. Use your legs to strengthen your buttocks and legs and abdominals. Place the hands on the lower back if you feel your back needs a bit more support. Now breathe out. Inhaling now, lift up to standing. Good, and breathe out. Great. Other side now. So, breathe in to begin. Extend up, breathe out. Arms come to shoulder height. Breathing in and breathing out, turning to the right. Breathe in here. And then the out breath, the left hand comes down to the outside of the right leg and the right arm goes up into the air. Look up at the right hand if you feel that's okay for your balance and your neck. Good. Strong legs. Strong breath. Dig deep with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils. Notice how your body feels. One more breath in, and then coming down again into this forward bend. One hand on top of each foot. Let's have a little explore here. So just walking around to the left. Walk your fingers around to the left. How does it feel over there? Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. Do this nice and slowly. Be curious. This is a wonderful, I would say, one of the most essential qualities is to be curious. Taking your walk around to the right. Then walking back to the centre. Coming up onto the fingertips, look forwards. Chest is going forwards, straighten the back, and then forward bend. Now bend the knees, and we'll come into a wide leg ragdoll, letting it all go. Let the upper body be hanging nice and easily. You might even want to do a little bit of a small sway. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. So what makes this easeful is bending the knees, because the legs have to work, but the upper body is completely relaxed. Now keep breathing in and out as you feel that lift coming from the base of the spine. Leave the head heavy, leave the arms heavy, keep the knees bent, slowly unfold. Legs have to work here. The upper body is not working. The legs are doing all the work for you. Unravel, come to standing. Good. And then bring the feet together however you wish. Jump or creep them. Give the legs a little shake. Well done. So, we're going to come into another standing posture, but first of all, let's just catch our breath, because that reverse triangle is quite a strong one. Feet to hips width apart. Moving and breathing, coordinating the two. As you breathe in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together. As you breathe out, turn the palms, the palms are coming down. One of my favourite practices. This has all of yoga in it. So coming up onto your toes, reach up, bring the palms together, turn the palms, breathing out, coming back down, bringing the heels back down to earth. We use the word Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga is the physical path, the physical aspects of yoga. Yoga is much bigger than just the physical. But the physical is a really great way in, it's a great way to start your yoga journey, breathing out. And Hatha, so Hatha is the sun and the moon, bringing the polar opposites together in union. So yoga is union, is harmony, is oneness. Yoga is also discipline. Lift up, lift the heels up, bring the hands together, extend, inhaling, inspiration, then exhalation. Exhalation is the release. Inspiration, the air elements, the masculine, the sun, and exhalation, the feminine, the earth, the moon, coming down. One more, inspiration, inhale, lift up, lift the heels high, and as you breathe out, beautiful, soft out breath, arms are floating down, heels are coming down to the ground. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Feel your feet, even have a look at them, wiggle the toes. Feel that beautiful, supportive ground beneath you. Let's stand at the front of the mat again. Warriors. Warriors, yes. Feet to hips width apart, parallel. Put the weight onto the left foot. Big step back with the right foot for a warrior stance. You can always shuffle it a little bit wider if you feel like you've got a bit more space there. But the hips are level and aligned with the long edge of the mat. Breathing in. Lift the chest. Breathing out. Keep that lift as you bring your arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in. Expand the chest. Breathing out. Look down the left arm and bend into the left knee. Making sure that it's going in line with the toes. So we can see the big toe on the inside of that knee as we look down. And here's a little added extra. So put some weight into that back foot. Even weight between the feet. And just to keep your mind occupied, and also it's a lovely little extra, as you breathe in, you can turn that left arm palm up and twist the back arm. And as you breathe out, you turn the palms the other way. So you're really twisting the arms. Inhaling, look forwards, exhaling, look backwards with this lovely twist in the arms. Hope you can see that. Hope that makes sense to you. So the palms are turning up as you turn towards them. With the breath. Okay, come back to warrior. You probably forgot that you were in warrior. Come up on the in-breath. Lower the arms on the out-breath. Bend into the right knee. And bring yourself back to the front of the mat. It's amazing. When you occupy the mind, how it diverts our attention. Put the weight onto the right foot. Take a big step back with the left foot. Find that beautiful poise as you step. Widen the stance if you need to. Level the hips, square to themselves and to the long edge of the mat in front of you. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the chest. Exhale, arms come down to shoulder height. Shoulders down, long neck. Breathe in. Look down the right arm, breathing out. As that right knee goes forwards, in line with the toes, left heel pushes back. That beautiful dynamic between the legs. And breathe. Keep the chest lifted, strong belly. Let's do his arm twists now here. So turning that right palm up in front of you, and then looking back, in the back arm. It also makes sure that your arm doesn't droop down like, oh, when you've got to look at it, you think, oh, that's where it is. So just turning and twisting the arms. Don't forget to keep that strong in the legs, body's upright. Breathing in, looking forwards, breathing out, looking backwards. Keep that breath in and out through the nostrils. Okay, so level the arms up. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, arms float down. Bend into the left knee. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Okay. We're going to come into a nice squat here for a little rest. So feet are nice and wide, bending the knees. Let the body just come into this squat. Don't forget that if your heels are lifted off the ground, if that's you at the moment, get some cushions underneath the heels. Otherwise it's not going to feel restful, you're going to be tense. And this should be a restoring posture. So just let your body hang forwards between your knees now. Let the head be heavy. Breathe in through your nostrils. Sigh out through your mouth. You can really flop forwards if you want to. And just feel the ease coming into the hips from this posture. Breathe in, breathe out. Now put some weight into the hands, come up into the rag doll. Knees are bent. Most important, knees are bent, body's hanging forwards. Don't forget you always have the option of putting your elbows on your knees if it feels like there's too much weight going forwards and it doesn't feel. If it doesn't feel restorative and relaxing, just find something different. You can always rest onto furniture as well. Breathe in and sigh out through the mouth. Now let's feel the energy in the base of the spine and it's travelling up. Breathing in and out, it's just lifting us. There's nothing, we're not doing anything, we're just breathing in and out. It's naturally lifting us up, lifting us to standing brand new again. Good. We're going to stand at the front of the mat and we're going to come into warrior one. But we're going to do it by stepping backwards. Yes, stepping backwards where we can't see, back into the unknown. Interesting dynamic. So put the feet hips width apart, set your feet parallel, put the weight onto the left foot, and we're going to take a big step back with the right foot. Now probably you might need to have a little bit of adjustment now because you might be feeling a bit wobbly, so widen the stance. And that back foot wants to be pointing quite forwards, so that right hip can come forwards. We're facing the front of our mat here. Push the right heel down. Breathe in, lift the arms up. The hands are going directly up. The palms, there's space between them there. Shoulders down. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're going to bend into that left knee. As the knee comes forwards, it's going to hover above the ankle and the right heel is going to push back. Remember that dynamic, these 2 points moving away from each other. Open chest, shoulders down. Look up at between the hands if you want to test your balance and also increase this feeling of openness and a slight chest expansion there. But keep the shoulders down. The shoulders are not away up by the ears. There's always space between the shoulders and the ears. But the fingers are extended up to the ceiling. Keep that right hip coming forwards, left hip coming back. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Okay. I'm going to come into a standing forward bend over this leg now. So you have a choice. You can hold the back or the hips if you feel that that's better for you for your back. But if you feel that your back is strong, you can extend the arms up. Inhaling wherever you are and exhaling, soft knee, that's down the front knee here. You don't want to have it straight as you come over it. And however you need to make contact with the ground, make contact with the ground. So you might, this front knee might be really bent. You might have blocks or cushions for your hands. Whatever feels good to you. Now we're going to think about lengthening the front leg, the left leg. So push the big toe, push it into the ground, making a big dent in the ground. And as you push that into the ground, you also have a feeling of lifting that left hip up into the sky. And your body's coming forwards, so pushing into the ground with the hands or fingertips or into the blocks, whatever's there. Lengthening that left leg. Strong, long inhale and exhale. Now soften that front knee, bend it, and then walk the hands up the leg, nice and easy. So we've got to get back. We've got to go back to the front again now. So we're going to take a big step forwards, back to the front. Give the legs a little shake. Well done. Keep trying. Keep making the effort, but it's kind effort. Remember that phrase. Weight onto the right foot. Big step back with the left. Lovely big step. Square those hips. Don't forget to widen the stance if you feel a bit wobbly. Right hip back, left hip forwards. Pushing that left heel back. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Space between the hands, shoulders down. Breathing out, bending into that right knee. So as the right knee goes forward, so when something's going forward, something has to compensate. So you push that left heel back. So the legs are really strong and engaged, both legs. It just means that you haven't got all the weight going onto this front leg. And also, by lifting the arms up and not having them in your eye line, it means your body's going to be more likely to be upright rather than leaning forwards. If you're leaning forwards, too much weight going in this leg. So try and get the arms up by your ears, or at least that direction. Right hip is coming back, left hip is coming forwards. Look up at the space between your hands if you want to. Strong breath. One more breath in and out. Come up on the in-breath, lower the arms on the out-breath. Again, so you can have your hands supporting your back as you come forwards with a soft front knee, or you can extend up. Breathe in. Exhaling, coming forwards, whichever way you want to do that. Take the hands to the floor. Bend that front knee as much as you need to make contact with the ground. And now you're going to start lengthening the right leg by pushing the right big toe into the ground and lengthening the leg, feeling that right hip is lifting up into the skies behind you and the body slowly coming down. Breathe deeply. Long breath is the key. Breathe in. Come away from the leg a little bit maybe. Exhaling, long, long exhale. See if there's a little bit of space your body will give you at the end of the exhale. Now we just come out softly by bending the knee, walking the hands up the leg. Well done. Let's step forwards. Good. Yes, well done. Quite strong. Little practice there. So let's just take a moment here to collect ourselves. Bring the hands to the prayer position in front of the chest. I want to give your legs a little shake as well. It's always good to shake. Maybe let's get the ankles involved a little bit as well. Just lifting the left foot off the ground. This is also going to help our balance. Rotating the ankles one at a time, both directions. And the other one. Breathe all the time. So often we might actually find balancing easier when we're focusing on that ankle, because that focus will help our balance. Good. Did you notice that? So let's have a bit of gratitude, a moment today of connecting, of being with the reality. So as you inhale, lift the arms up, look up to where the hands are going, and as you exhale, bringing the hands to the heart centre. You can even smile. I just naturally smiling because as soon as I do this practice, it just brings me into that space where I always want to be, which is gratitude and just realising all the amazing things about this life. And even today, in this moment, with all the difficulties, with all the, challenging, uncertainty, all the things that we find very difficult as humans, change, disconnection feelings, limitations, all our worries, but we can actually just delve a little bit deeper in this moment in our yoga practice. What do I feel grateful for today as I reach up into the heavens and I draw that into my heart centre, open the heart. And again, this is really increasing our receptivity to that truth. What do I feel grateful for today? And feel free to just voice that as well, say it out loud, even if you're on your own. In fact, especially if you're on your own. What do I feel grateful for today? And just voice all the things that you feel grateful for. Give it voice. Yeah. And also feel the feelings that go with that. Really, really essential. This is what makes this practice, elevates it to something really amazing, beyond just a simple gratitude practice. Good. One more. What do I feel grateful for today? Say it out loud and then draw that feeling. Just focus on the feeling as you bring your hands to the heart centre. The thumbs are gently pressing into the heart. Knees are nice and soft. Feel the ground beneath you. So the whole of the body is feeling this. Close your eyes. And how does your body feel? Where is that gratitude in your body? Breathe into the heart space. Feel the space around your heart. Yeah. Good. And drop the hands. Okay. We'll try a balance now. We have a bit more balance. And a beautiful, simple balance. And one thing that always comes up for me when I'm doing a gratitude practice is trees. It's just always there. So let's be the tree. Put the weight onto the left foot. Lift the toes, place them down. And let's take the right foot off the ground. Find your balance. Find your eyes. So when I say that, I mean find a point for your eyes to focus on. And also keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. You can have your toes on the ground with your foot on your ankle. You can try having the foot on the calf. Don't forget to have that knee out to the side. You can try having it up on the inside thigh, not on the knee. Don't forget you can always lean against a wall or a piece of furniture. But try not to lean heavily, just try to have it as a kind of bit of security. If you're pushing into the thigh, push very firmly and push the thigh back. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Let's have these trees with lovely big branches and open hearts. There's been a lot of focus on the heart today, so I really want to think about the heart and the chest and the shoulders. So standing with the arms extended, the arms are like the branches reaching up to the light, the fingers are like the twigs. Imagine little leaves sprouting from those twigs. Spread the fingers wide, open the heart, lift the chest. Good, smile. Feel the roots going down from the sole of the foot into the earth. And have a feeling of tree, what it is. Good. Bring the hands up, inhaling. Bring the hands down to the chest, exhaling. See if you can just lift this knee to finish. Give it a little squeeze. Lower it down slowly. Let the leg float down. Beautiful, good. Let's shake the legs. Ankles might need a little bit of shaking. Put the weight into the right foot now. Focus your eyes once more. Keep breathing in and out. Don't hold your breath or grip. And then place your foot. Same as the other side, whatever you did on the other side. Lift up centrally, lift the chest, breathe in, lift the arms, lift the branches up. So everything from the belly button up, imagine it's what we see of the tree, the branches, the leaves, everything that's above the ground. And from the belly button down, imagine that's all going down into the earth, reaching down for the nutrients, and the water. So everything up here is open to light and air. And the lower part is water and ground and earth. So you can feel that, the wholeness that this tree represents. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up, bring the palms together. Exhaling, bring the hands to the heart centre. Still balancing. Good. Lift the knee up. Give it a squeeze. Lower it down. Let it float down. Give the legs a shake. We're going to come down now. So let's come down with a slow squat. Feet hips width apart, so that when you bend your knees, just test that. When you bend your knees, the knees are going in straight lines over the toes. Lift the arms up in front of you. Fingers extending away, but bring the shoulders back. Breathe in. Lengthen the front of the body. And as you breathe out, keep that strength in the abdominals as you sit back. Keep breathing in and out. And do this as slow as you can. It's almost like you're enjoying the heat that you're creating in your legs. But we're not going into shaking. If we're going into shaking, we need to kind of come back from that. Or if your breath is getting restricted, you don't want to do that. But if it's just a little bit of heat in the legs, stay with it. Now take the hands behind you, extend the legs out in front of you, bounce the knees up and down a little bit. Okay. Legs out in front, seated forward bend. So let's just take the fleshy part back. You can that just helps you sit a bit more forward. You can also just shuffle forward. Bring the legs together, toes are pointing towards the ceiling. This position for some people is really not comfortable. If that's you, you can always bend the knees slightly, put some cushion underneath, or you can just bring the volume down by pointing the toes. For the rest of us, toes towards the ceiling, legs together, good. Sitting up nice and tall, lift the chest, breathing in, lift the arms up, look at the back of the hands. Inhaling, exhaling, keep looking at the back of the hands, where are they going? And they reach the legs, okay? Without hunching the shoulders forward. If you are doing that, yeah, don't do it. You're cheating yourself. Because you're cheating yourself out of this beautiful leading with the heart. You know, the arms, it doesn't really matter. Unless you actually can easily reach the toes without the shoulders jutting forwards, because then you have a nice anchor. You can also use a yoga belt, or the cord from a dressing gown is also great. In fact, maybe we'll do that some other time. That's a good thing to do. You can have your hands on the ground also. But look at the big toes. Watch your toes. Spread them wide. Take the chest towards the toes. The chest comes towards the toes. The other point, moving away from the chest, is the tail. That's moving towards the wall behind you. Have this feeling in your body. Inhale, come away a little bit. Exhale, take the body forwards. Good. Breathe deeply. Now lift the arms up. Inhaling. Exhaling, lower the arms down. Feels good to lengthen the spine. Now bring the hands behind you. You have a choice. You can either come up into, with the feet on the ground, knees bent, come up into a tabletop. So we're just doing a little counter pose. If you're feeling strong, you can come up into a hip lift. So flattening the feet, lifting the body up. Or if you're feeling not so strong, then you can just lift your chest, open the chest, take the shoulders back. All of these are great, so you choose which one you want to do today, which one feels appropriate for you. Again, you know what, if you're doing something and you're finding you're shaking or you can't breathe properly, then go down a notch. You know, don't push or force. Breathing in and lowering down on the out breath. Slowing it all down now. Let's just bend the knees and hug the knees to the body. Let's come into a nice little hugging the body. Like a little egg. Bring the head to the knees. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's see if we can make this little cosmic egg. So just coming up and sitting onto your sitting bones. You might want to just have your toes on the floor, or you might be able to lift your toes off the floor. drawing the knees towards, or drawing your thighs towards your body, and pressing your thighs to your, pressing your body to your thighs, opening the chest. Good. And you can see if you can wobble and rock back and forth. Feels good. Good. And then come back down. Okay. Yeah. Let's extend the legs out in front of us now. I'm going to come into a lying position. The reward at the end of the practice. Extend the fingers towards the toes. Keep breathing in and out. Stay with me. Keep breathing in and out and keep reaching towards the toes. Yeah, you're going to feel this in your abdominals. But it's so important to exercise these abdominals because they support your back. They could probably do with daily attention actually. Once you're down, let it all go. Just let your head roll from either side, side to side. Enjoy that feeling of release in the neck. Breathing nice and easy through the nostrils. Maybe just hugging your knees for a moment. Rocking around. Just rocking side to side. Maybe exploring a little bit more by having a hand on top of each kneecap and drawing a big circle. Knees stay together, just drawing a big circle. Breathing in as your knees come away, and exhaling, breathing out as the knees come into the body. We're just going to slow it all down. Ease. And notice how, having made effort, we've all made effort today in our practice, that when we stop and we start to rest, that rest comes much easier after making that physical effort. So it's really important, if you're finding any difficulty sleeping, making effort, expending some energy before really helps. Hug the knees, place the soles of the feet on the ground, slide the legs away. Also Yoga Nidra will really help with calming the system, centering, relaxing, and getting you better sleep. And we'll do that soon. Okay, so let's have a mini Yoga Nidra, a mini yogic sleep. Put some space between your feet, let the feet fall out to the sides, arms away from the body, palms facing the ceiling, lengthen the back of the neck with the chin slightly tucked in. Or put your head on a cushion if you're not able to tuck your chin in. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Good. Just lying in Shavasana, closing the eyes, taking your focus inwards. Nice and easy now. Breathe. Do a few inhales through the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. Whatever feels easy for you today. Okay. And then just let that all go. And feel your breath soft and easy. Give yourself these few moments just to rest. Feel your belly rising and falling as you breathe in and out. Nothing to do here. Just for a couple of minutes, there is nothing to do. Just watch the breath coming in and out through the nostrils. Allow your body to soften. Feel the weight of the body on the ground. And feel the ground beneath your body. Om Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Divasya Dhimai Diyo Yona Prashodayat. So gradually now come out of the relaxation, or if you want, you can stay there. If you're coming out of that, just start to move your fingers and toes, arms and legs. Give yourself a full stretch. Breathe in deeply. Expand your body. This is a living, breathing body, receptive. What do you want to be receptive to? Feel your heart, feel your energy, feel the impact of your efforts today, particularly in the relaxation. The space you've created in your body, and just start to move and hug your knees, or do whatever you need to do to come back to seated, or stay lying, whatever you want, it's fine. And if you're seated, just rubbing the body a little bit, looking at the body, feeling this body, this aliveness. Forget that we are alive. And rub the palms together, create some heat and energy between the palms of the hands. Place that heat and energy over the heart centre. Feel your heart. Feel the space around your heart. Maybe locate that light within your heart. Symbol for the heart chakra is a quivering fawn. This little fawn, this tiny deer. So delicate and fragile, but powerful. Soft green light, so you can imagine this little light in your heart centre, and it's just being this little fern leaf, green fern leaf, curled around this light, so you get this soft, gentle green light. Just feel that inside and carry that with you. Good. Thank you so much for being with me today. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice. Thank you so much for your work and your effort. And thank you for your donations. That really helps me to keep this service happening. Have a great day. Bye-bye.